Hello, my name is Michael, and for my SSR book, I read Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. This book was a very entertaining book, and I would recommend it to anyone, especially because of the plot twist at the end, which makes the plot a whole lot more complex than it really would have been if it had gone the way it was going. It shows that there is much more deeper thing to conflicts than just black and white. There is no such thing as good or evil. And many conflicts can start because of a breakdown in communications. The book starts off when a boy named Ender goes to school as a child. But there he is bullied, and he fights back with the bullies with force, and so he's accepted into the military academy. Why is he going to the military, you might ask? That's because in this entire line of Ender's Game, the aliens attacked the humans in 50 years ago. And they had an invasion ever since. They set him out to be the most powerful general that's ever existed in Earth. And with him, they say that they are going to defeat the aliens once and for all and kill out their species. This academy is a space station located in space, where they are going to fight the aliens. They do many games together, where the students will fight each other in a zero-gravity environment. But Ender is able to use his skills and his abilities to command his group like their ships. He is quickly promoted to the top ranks, and in the end, he goes to a military academy, where he fights the aliens in simulations with generals presumed to be long dead. However, it turns out in the end that after he goes through his final battle, everybody, the generals, all start cheering. And he's wondering why. The reason why is because it turns out that the simulations weren't simulated at all, and it was real battles being fought in outer space. This shocks him because he never wanted to kill aliens. All he wanted was for peace. And he cries, because it turns out he's destroyed the alien homeworld in a simulation. This tells us that things may not be what they seem. He thought it was a simulation, but it turned out it was a whole lot more real than that. This also demonstrates the theme of being acceptable to others, because it's not as black and white as he might think. He finds the aliens on their homeworld, and well, he doesn't necessarily find them on their homeworld, but he'd been playing a game on his computer, and he had gone past the game. The game was supposed to be ended. It was a strategy game created for the military people, the military students, and he went past when he was supposed to have ended the game. But the aliens had used their technology where they could relay information, and they had been able to go to his game and show him everything about their species. And it turns out that the only reason the two fought was because the aliens, which were bug-like, were using their mandibles and their bug anatomy and trying to contact the humans with the way they did. And the humans didn't respond. And so each side thought the other was barbaric, because the humans thought the bugs couldn't talk, and the bugs, and they only called buggers, and the buggers thought the humans were barbaric because they couldn't respond back. So this demonstrates that conflict can stem through a breakdown in communication, and it's not just that one side is evil and the other side is good, and it's very unhealthy to think in that way. This book left me thinking a lot, and it really inspired me to know that if you're ever in a fight with someone or in an argument, realize their point of view, because it may surprise you to know that they are just as right as you are in your stance in the argument. So I asked you, the English student, or my teacher, to follow the message of this book and to treat other people with respect, because it might, the conflict might end in a way where it turns out that neither side was right, or either side was wrong, and they thought they were right, but they weren't. Thank you so much for listening to my English presentation. for second period sophomore English. Thank you so much.